honestly, I think a lot of the reason why I'm having such a hard time sleeping is probably just because of all the new. I am being fed a lot of information Monday through Friday. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I am very happy that you are here. It is first thing in the morning, and this is probably the chilliest morning that we have had yet this late summer season. It is 50 degrees out here right now, 50. Ghost is here being extra sniffy, trying to keep him moving because I would like to go for an extra long, just like an extra 10-minute long walk this morning. We did that yesterday and he seemed to really enjoy it. So I'm hoping to do that again today. We did get out of the house earlier. So we'll see if his sniffiness allows us to do that. So, if you guys have been around for a while, you know I do morning walks. And it is part of my health journey. And we are out here every morning except for when it rains. And it is absolutely lovely. I love my morning walks. Come on, let's go. And it wakes me up. It makes me feel good. It gets some energy out of him before I leave for work, now that I work an 8 to 5 job, and helps him relax. Beforehand, I was leaving the house at like 5:30, and he was still half asleep, so it wasn't a big deal. He would literally fall asleep as I was leaving, with the occasional morning where he didn't want me to leave at all. Come on, sir. You're stopping too much, honey. Let's go. So today, I just wanted to get on here and say hi and talk about just things that I've noticed about myself since starting this new chapter of my life, and just kind of see how everyone is doing. Hold on, there's a group of mini dogs that I have to pause this video for. Okay, now that that's all taken care of, we can continue with our walk and talk. So, last night I was utterly exhausted, and I ended up going to bed at 9 o'clock. Guys, I don't have to be up until 5:30, so 9 o'clock is actually early for me because I do fairly well on 7 hours of sleep. So I typically don't go to bed until 10 now, and it usually works out pretty well, but I've been having a very hard time sleeping the last few weeks, and just being able to have a restful sleep has been very difficult. So I've been very tired and not wanting to really have the energy to do anything. So I thought last night was a good night to just go to bed early. I debated on watching some TV in bed, but I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna go to bed. And honestly, I think a lot of the reason why I'm having such a hard time sleeping is probably just because of all the new. I am being fed a lot of information Monday through Friday. I am in training. This training is, in fact, a month long. So I'm getting new information and building on the information that I've been taught every single day that I'm at work. And I think it's just overloading my brain and causing me to just not sleep soundly. I have tried having tea about an hour before bed, a chamomile tea, to help me rest, ghost, cross. And that doesn't seem to really help, so I'm just trying to do what I can to get some extra sleep in. The newspaper ladies in the neighborhood, I have 2 scrappers in the neighborhood, and they're all driving like idiots. Anyways. So, I have tried rotating my bed, which, come to find out, I desperately needed to do that. I honestly can't remember the last time I rotated my bed. And that has not helped. So I honestly just think it's the massive overload of information that my brain is getting. And the last few days, it's been raining. It rained for 3 days in a row, 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. It ended up raining yesterday, and it wasn't even on the forecast. So on top of that, the rain has been making me kind of glum, which doesn't normally happen. It makes me sleepy, like definitely makes me sleepy, but the realization of the fact that cold months are coming, I think, is starting to hit me. And as much as I love the change of seasons, I'm not a fan of cold. So seeing all the rain and the cooler temps and the forecast going up and down in temperature is just proof that the seasons are changing. You can kind of see it in the trees. You see it definitely in the beech nut trees. But if you look at all of the trees, I'm specifically talking about maples currently, you can actually see the slight changes in their leaves. It's very slight, but look at this. Sniffy, sniffy. Come on, let's go. If you're not going to leave a message, let's go. My goodness. So I think it's a combination of realizing that the seasons are changing and I'm being overloaded with a ton of information. Oh, here comes the car that flies through the neighborhood every single frickin' morning. Oh, you're gonna go slow today? Thanks. She's almost hit me twice. Yeah. Slow down in the neighborhood, guys. I'm just saying. But that's what's going on right now. Like, I've also come to the realization that by the end of next week, I will have completed training. We are in the 3rd week of training right now. And I'm going to be at my own desk. And with that realization that in a very short period of time, I will be at my own desk, also comes the realization that I am leaving the side of the building that actually has windows, which I'm not super happy about, but I do plan on having plants at my desk. I want to get a little mini orchid. I'm very happy about getting a mini orchid, and I'm going to get some of those plant lights that go over your plants when they're in an area of your house that does not get sunlight, because obviously they're going to need it. I'm going to have a spider plant. Like I said, I'm going to get an orchid. I might get like a small flower. So at Wegmans, we have a floral department. And not only do they have a floral department, but they also have like flowers in pots. Now, 9 times out of 10, those pots are horrible pots because they don't even have drainage holes. But I want to do some research on some nice desk-friendly plants. And I've actually been thinking about like the cactus plants because they don't require too much attention. So leaving them for a weekend, if I forget to water them one day, I won't come back and have them be dead, kind of thing. Spider plants are very resilient to that. Like legit, I let my spider plants completely dry out like 100% before I give them any water. And then I load them up with water and they love it and they flourish. So I actually have some baby spider plants that just came off of my mother's spider plant. And I'm gonna take one of those to work with me. And I'm gonna decorate my cubicle as best I can to make myself feel at home there, because I'm gonna be there 40 hours a week. So being comfortable in that area will be nice. Now, hopefully, I won't be there too long. And hopefully, I'll be able to move by next summer to an area that has windows on the opposite side of the building. So we'll see what happens. Now you might be saying, Sam, there's lights on in the building. What are you talking about? Why are you worried about being by windows or not being by windows? Well, if you are someone who is used to being outside like me, I've been working primarily outside unless I was inside the grocery store for the last almost 4 years. So being inside and not having windows is actually a little upsetting for me. And I did not know where I was going to be in the building when I got this job. And obviously I can deal with it. I can brighten my cubicle up so that it's not as bad. But when you are in the building, you can clearly see the difference. Come on, Ghost. Trying to keep him moving because we did actually go on that longer walk. But if I don't keep him moving, we'll fall behind and then I'll be running late. So anyways, like I was saying, when you are in the building, you can see a clear lighting difference between the two sides of the building. So one side of the building is lined with windows, literally lined. It's actually two sides of the building that are lined with windows. And you can see the clear difference in the lighting on the side that has wide open windows versus the side that doesn't have any windows. The side that doesn't have any windows, guys, it is significantly darker and gloomier. And not only that, for some odd reason, they painted it in a darker color than the side that had windows. So the fact that there's a darker paint over there and a darker carpet color also makes it much darker in that area. So it just makes it very gloomy. So by having these plants at my desk with the UV, like the plant lights, the grow lights, mini grow lights that are personable for each plant, by having those at my desk with my plants, I am hoping that ultimately helps with the lighting issue, at least inside my cubicle. Now, if you guys have been here for a while, you also know that I get chronic migraines. And since being in this building, being surrounded by more fluorescent lights as opposed to natural light, he's gonna be, stop licking the grass. Oh, he just did zoomies. We've discussed this. Zoomies are not allowed on the leash. Stop licking the grass. Come on. I try and discourage zoomies on the leash and him licking the grass because sometimes people... Stop. Sometimes people will fertilize their lawns themselves and not put signs out, and then he will inevitably get sick. So licking the dew off the grass, as cute as it is not allowed. And zoomies are definitely not allowed. I swear I'm trying to finish this up. I keep getting distracted with all the things. Squirrel brain. So, I get chronic migraines, and being that I've been in this building with fluorescent lights more often than I usually am, I have actually gotten more migraines than usual. And thankfully, my migraine meds are working. So I only have to put up with like excruciating pain for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But it is something that I have to think about. Hello, lovey. I'm trying to get you in the camera. It's not working. He just rubbed up against me. He does this towards the end of our walk. He wants attention and pets and all the things. So that's another thing that I have to think about with being in this cubicle. It might be good that it's a darker area. It might help with the migraines, but I don't know. So that is what has been running through my brain. I have no idea how long this video is. And now we're rolling. Why are we rolling? Can we go? You are now dirty. You got dirt, you got grass on you. What are we doing? Can we go home? Come on, let's go home. Can we go home? He's full of all the zoomies this morning, guys. And it's because we went on the longer walk. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate you. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share so you know when I drop the next video. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.